Okay, we're good to go.
All right. Well, once again, folks, thanks so much for joining us here on this Monday night. Again, 2 days away from the start of the new school year. I'm Mr. Pooley. I'm the proud principal at Savanna High School. Savanna is my home. Many of you know me and known me for a while. And of my 21 years in education, 18 of them have been at Savanna's campus. My other 3 were over at Brookhurst. So right around the corner, the same family. And I'm so excited to see you guys here. Many of us met. If you have seniors in here, we met in the junior high, and we're going to see each other help cross the finish line together. But again, thank you for joining us. If you have questions throughout the presentation, please utilize the chat. We got an awesome team here of Ms. Trujillo and our assistant principals and our counseling team. They can answer your questions on the fly. And then at the very end, we'll have it just open for question and answers that we didn't cover if you want to go deeper with anything in particular. But here's our brand new lovely quad that we get to see, and we're going to welcome back our students here in just a couple days. This will be filled with all 9th graders and 10th graders and 11th graders and seniors. Holy cow, right around the corner. All right, so we're calling it Reunited. If you guys know that song from the 70s, you know, Reunited. We are going to get together and kick off our school year on August 11th. August 11th, that's right. And it's going to start at 7:30 in the morning. That day, we will start 0 period right from the day one, right from the very beginning. We're going to begin 7:30 a.m. The campus will open at 7 a.m. So if your kiddos want to come in and get breakfast, 7 a.m., come on in the campus, and we'll have a lively environment awaiting them, lots of adults to greet and help them find their way. And we'll talk more about the schedule here. But and then regular first period will begin at 8:30 a.m. And then classes end at 3:17 p.m. now. So new bell schedule. And we're looking forward to having everybody on campus. Whoops, where'd it go? All right, those of you that are familiar with Savanna, who we are, you know, we are a dedicated community that has worked together for the betterment of our students and our families. It includes staff members, includes awesome parents that you're all here tonight, you're involved, you're engaged. And then our students, we empower them to be great members of our society, our community. We hope they're engaged in awesome academic excellence and help them develop purposeful lives as they head off into the real world after high school. And the biggest compliment I could say is having so many families here tonight and then seeing our rebels when they leave and then they come back and want to give back. We have several actually alumni on campus working in some capacity, and they just love being a rebel, once a rebel, always a rebel. So we're excited about the work we're about to do this year and for moving forward. Gosh, it keeps jumping quite a bit here, sorry. All right, so if you're new to Savanna or you've been around for a while, maybe we missed each other, but it's a special place. Savanna is a great place. We've been recognized for some national awards over the last several years. In 2014, we were the very first school in California to be recognized for our partnership for 21st Learning Skills, which really is our capstone program where our kiddos start in the 9th grade and they work really hard and they develop the soft transferable skills that will help them be successful in the future, whatever they decide to do, whether they go to college or jump right into the workforce or they go to trade school or they go military, whatever it is, we really want to help them develop these skills. And then in our school district, we call those the 5 C's, you know, critical thinking, communicating, compassion and character, collaborating, and being an excellent problem solver and being very creative as well. And there's been other awards that we've won too of recent. We've just recently won the Award of Excellence for our civic learning. And that's been something we're very proud of as well, where our students get opportunities to develop great skills to have civil dialogue when the issues are tough. There's been lots of tough issues in our world of late. Our kids can talk at them in a very meaningful way, see both sides, and draw a great conclusion. Golly, it keeps jumping. Sorry, folks. All right, so we have a great staff of administrators here. Mr. Rubio, why don't you introduce yourself? You have the part of the 9th grade and the 10th graders.
Good morning, Savanna families. Welcome. My name is Israel Rubio. I'm assistant principal here at Savanna. I'm in charge of the 9th graders, last name A through F, and then also for the 10th graders who I had last year when they were freshies. So I get to stay with you again, class of 2024, really excited. And yeah, some of you ninth graders as well. Welcome, families.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Rubio. Did Miss Cortez make it tonight? Okay. Miss Cortez, she has ninth grade as well. She's going to have the last names G through N, and she has the 11th grader. She's been following the 11th graders since they were 8th graders. She met them at Brookhurst and been following them through. And we're really excited to have her to continue that great work. And we have a new administrator with us, Mrs. Nichols. Why don't you introduce yourself, Miss Nichols?
Good evening, everyone. I'm so excited to be here. I'm Mrs. Nichols, and I have the 12th grade class as well as ninth graders, letters O through Z. It's going to be a great year, everyone.
Absolutely. And then an awesome counseling team here led by Miss Hajiz. Our counselors here is everybody in the room? And they have follow their grade level as well. So if you have Mrs. Colon for ninth grade, Mrs. Colon will follow you all the way through to graduation. If you currently have Miss Alvarez right now, she'll follow you all the way through to graduation, and so on and so forth. I just minimized my view. Is everybody here in the team?
Yes.
All right, Miss Hajiz, you want to introduce your team?
I don't think Mrs. Cheese made it, but I am Mrs. Alvarez. I'm one of the 5 counselors at Savanna High School. And as Mr. Pooley said, we each have a grade level. So I had 9th graders last year, and I just continue with you guys. I also have 11th and 12th grade Puentistas, just to kind of help you wrap up your 4 years at Savanna without transitioning to a new counselor. So thank you, everyone that's here tonight.
All right, Miss Bauska's here.
My name's Mrs. Bauska. I'm the 11th grade counselor, go class of 2023. And I'm also a rebel myself. I graduated from Savanna not too long ago. So don't laugh, Mr. Pooley. So I'm just excited to be back with the Rebel family and helping all of our families and our students, you know, in high school. So Mrs. Mata.
Good afternoon, or should I say good evening, everyone. I'm Mrs. Mata, and this year I am the senior counselor. I am looking forward to meeting all my seniors here on campus in person, and also moms, dads, parents. I'm here to help you and support your child graduate.
Thank you, team. Thank you. Thank you. All right, counseling team.
So I know that there's been a lot of questions about schedules. So I just want to make sure that students, please, and parents, please make sure your students are reading their email. We sent a notification this weekend that Aries would be, your schedules are available for viewing on Aries. We still urge you to make sure that you take a look at your schedule on Tuesday night, Tuesday evening, because counselors continue to work on balancing schedules and making sure that classes, you know, are evenly balanced and not too many kids in one period versus another. The other thing that came through your parent email as well as student email was information on legislation AB 104. So this legislation allows for students to receive pass and no pass grade options. Now, our district has already, none of your children received an F last year. If they failed a class, if they didn't pass, they received a no credit, which what it does is it doesn't, that no credit does not affect their GPA negatively, okay? But now if your child received a D because distance learning was difficult and it was really hard for them to stay focused and complete the assignments and Wi-Fi was a pin, you can take advantage of this legislation. So I really want you parents to check your Parent Square, your email. This was sent by the district office from Araceli Chavez on Friday, July 30th. There is a link that you need to use to make sure that you say which classes you want this to happen. So if your child got an A in math, but they got a D in history, then you can opt for that D to be a pass. And with a pass, it'll count towards graduation and it'll count towards college admissions. Normally, when a student applies to university, they have to retake Ds. And with this, they'll be able to apply for colleges without necessarily having to make up that D. We do, however, want to make sure that you look at that email because there's a link of colleges that will accept that pass option. Okay, and again, this is for current 10th, 11th, and 12th graders. I know that our team is going to be sending information, more detail on how to find like the course number, the course name. Mrs. Bauska put together a nice little infographic. So as soon as we get a chance, we'll send it out to you guys with a reminder to apply for this. With a reminder to apply for this, but also to give you like on the how to find the courses. Mari, you said something about español.
Yes, si necesita interpretación en español, por favor haga clic en el icono del globo que está abajo en la pantalla y haga clic en español.
And then there was a question on the chat if this is not for current 9th graders, and no, it isn't, because this is only for high school grades. So last year you were in 8th grade. Those grades are not viewed by the university for admissions. Also, your junior high grades don't count towards high school credit. And so this is really only for current 10th, 11th, and 12th grade students. And this is only for classes from last year, not 2 years ago, not 3 years ago, just last year's when we were on distance learning.
And then Mrs. Alvarez, I put the how to complete the AB 104 form in the chat. There's a link if you guys want to click on it. We'll still send it out to you all via email, but in case anyone wants to get started on that right now, you can click on that link and fill out that form if you know that you want to do that for your students' grades.
And there is a deadline. So I believe it's August. Originally, it was August 15th, but we asked for an extension so that we can also come into the classroom and talk to your students about this. But the deadline is still in August. So I think it's August 20th. So I wouldn't hold off on this. If your student is still interested in applying to university and they have D's and you want to take advantage of this, please complete that Qualtrics form as soon as possible.
Nice job, counseling team. Thanks for getting that information directly to our families right away. And I love that you're going to go into classes and talk to them about it as well. It's great. Thank you. All right, so families and students, it's been a while since we've been to campus. Our seniors haven't seen the campus for quite some time. Our 9th and 10th have never stepped foot on campus, and our 11th graders haven't been on in a while either. It's been over a year. We have 2 main entrances for our campus. You can see in the pictures here. I would highly encourage most family members to use the one that says the World Languages Quad. That's in our main parking lot, our large parking lot. Traffic flow is much better there than it is out front out on Gilbert Street there, which we call the Horseshoe, or the front of the school closest to Gilbert. The front of the school Horseshoe parking lot is really tiny. It's usually full of buses in the morning, so I would discourage families from using that. If you had a last minute and you had to get in there, you could. Also, our students can walk in off campus as well and use both entrances as well. We will be checking kids when they come to school, starting on Wednesday, that they're wearing a mask over their nose and their mouth when they enter the campus. Once they're inside campus, they can take it down or they can leave it on as well. It's optional, but we will make sure they have a mask entering. If they don't have one, we will hand one to their students, because students will need them indoors when they head into classrooms and into locker rooms or gyms and whatnot. So that's where masks are still necessary as of right now. So again, try to use the main side entrance, World Languages entrance. That will be your best bet. Again, campus will open as early as 7 a.m. And that's a great place to pick up your kiddo as well after school after 3:17. All right, what's going on here? I mentioned already some of the things that are happening at our school. If you haven't been to our school website, jump on there and take a peek at it. We've been updating it. We've been adding some new pieces to it, and we're really excited about offering information for you and your students. Again, zero period will start at 7:30 and first period begins at 8:30 starting August 11th. Some of the highlights I already mentioned about students wearing masks while entering the campus and while they're indoors. Staff are going to wear them indoors as well. So we have air purifiers in all classrooms. We have hand sanitizer stations in all classrooms. We have hand washing stations beyond the bathrooms throughout the campus. We like to keep it clean. like a washing machine. We do that, you know, it's really important to us. Our bikes and skateboards are all parked and put away in an appropriate storage place so we keep kids safe. We want kiddos to use the restroom and do what they need to do. So they're going to utilize a sign out and a sign in order to be out and about so we can keep track of kids. They're all going to be wearing their lanyards and IDs that they received at registration. If your student didn't get their ID at registration, no worries. On August 16th, we'll take photos again and your kiddos can get their IDs and lanyards then. And hopefully your student has a refillable water bottle. We gave one out to every student during registration. I would encourage your student to bring a refillable water bottle as the traditional drinking fountains are no longer there. They're all bottle refill. Another great way to keep down on germs and spreading. And we're just excited about having bottle fill stations throughout the campus. All right, some dress code and electronic stuff. Clothes need to fit properly. It's kind of like going to work. We want our kids to look the part, dress the part. So we want to keep everything sort of very modest. Nothing off the shoulder, no bare areas, no tank tops. Students want to wear hats. They can wear a Savanna hat. Hood should be down while they're in class. We want to see them. We want to see them engaged. We want to hear them. Electronic devices should be put away while they're in classes unless the teacher is granted permission to use for whatever activity that's going on. And same thing with the earbuds and headphones, which I'm wearing right now, but they should be off during class time unless the teacher is allowing that. What should be left at home? Don't bring expensive electronics. Don't bring big wads of cash to school. Leave all that stuff at home. Attendance, super important. We hope to see you and your student here every single day. Attendance is half the challenge there. We get them engaged. We're super excited. Our teachers have been working throughout the summer. They worked all last year just waiting to be engaged with our families and our students. So again, make sure your student arrives on time every single day. Notify the attendance office if your student's not going to be able to make it. If they're going to be out for a long period of time, we can request their work for you. If it's longer than that, we need medical notes, and just communicate. As we inundate you with phone calls, please keep it coming our way as well at the school so we can keep track of your student and any of your family needs during that time. And then we also are going to bring back Saturday academies as an opportunity to extend learning, chance to get caught up on things. So we'll get those dates out to you once we iron out the schedule. But another opportunity for get kids back on campus, learning, engage, having fun with learning. All right, Miss Maria.
Hello, families. My name is Maria Trujillo. I'm the Family and Community Engagement Specialist at Savanna High School. And I just want to make sure that if you're having any issues with your Aries parent portal, that's the best way for you to keep track of your students' progress, attendance, their grades. You can set it up to where you get weekly progress reports. And most of you should already have an account, as you will need one to do that second phase of registration of the data confirmation. But if you have any issues creating your account, or if you need assistance, please contact us in the Parent Center. I'm there. We have Ms. Mariana Gonzalez, who's our interim community liaison, supporting our families as well. And my information's on here. Please don't doubt to contact me if you need any assistance. We can go on to the next one, Mr. Poole. And again, this is my information. Our family center is way up in the front of the school, room 3 by the main office. If you have any doubts, any questions, please stop by and visit us. We'll be more than happy to help you. And if we don't know the answer, we'll make sure to guide you to who does. If you want to be involved, if you want to, join any of our different parent groups or just be involved, please stop by and join us. Room 3, way up in the front of the school. Call me, email me. I get my messages on my phone, so I'm pretty quick to reply. So again, if you need any assistance, if you need assistance with resources, also please connect with me. And I'm looking forward to seeing all of you in campus soon.
Yes, families. The Family Center is an amazing place, and Maria works with a great team in there. with at least 2 other staff members. Sandy, who's doing our translating right now, is always in the office, and we always have a third as well. Stop by, come on in. The door is open, no appointment necessary, and the coffee is awesome in there. It's always warm and delicious.
It's the best coffee at any high school, promise you.
And it's got a great view of a beautiful garden space now. All right. All right, so some of the family involvement engagement opportunities here. We have a ton of them. Maria's going to talk a little bit more about them, but we want to see you on campus, parents. The doors are open. Some of our things are scheduled, but we have an open door policy at Savanna. Come on in.
Yeah, so we have our parent learning walks. Pre-COVID, they were on campus, and it's such an amazing opportunity for you to see how learning occurs in the classroom. You'll be able to see it firsthand. So we are going to have, I believe, a variety. We'll have some that are virtual, some that are in person, so please stay tuned. But if you have not yet experienced a parent learning walk, we have them once a month. And we really, really hope that you're able to join us to at least one of them. And you're welcome to come to as many as you'd like. We also have our monthly coffee with the principals, and we do these with our sister school, Brooker. So we're Brookana. And we have our parent nights. We have socio-emotional focused parent nights with the support of our school social workers at Brookers and Savanna, and our academic focused parent nights with the support of our amazing counselors here at Savanna. We also have different parent education classes. Some are led by us, the faces at Brookers and Savanna, and some are led by our amazing parent leaders. And I see a lot of our amazing parent leaders here on this in this meeting right now. And I do want to plug a commercial for a new parent series that we're going to be starting in English and Spanish. It's called Ready, Set, Go. It's a 3-part parent education series, and it's going to be focused on how to get your students ready for in-person learning, how to support them through this, change from being distance learning to now being back on campus. So it's 3 sessions. We start August 18th. It'll be morning session will be Spanish at 10 a.m. and English session will be at 6 p.m. So I've been sending that flyer out along with our Savanna weekly newsletter. So please stay tuned, and we hope you can join us. We also want to invite you to all the amazing athletic programs that we have, our visual and performing arts events that we have, our amazing band and color guard. So join us.
Absolutely. We'd love to see you there.
And again, just more opportunities on how you can become involved. As you can see, we've mentioned visit the Parent Center so many times. It's because we want you to come. Please come and visit us, join us. That space is not just, for us, that space is for you, for our families. You're part of our family. We have a great parent ambassador program that we'll be talking about soon. We'll be having an informational meeting for parents who are interested in becoming a parent ambassador. That's a program that started at Savanna, I don't know, 6-7 years ago. So, and it's grown to a great network of amazing parent leaders. We have our PTSA, our ELAC, our DLAC, our school site council, all of our sports boosters, and our amazing band booster. And please follow us on social media. We have Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I'm not sure if we still use Twitter, but the other ones we do. So follow us, please.
All right. So students and families, I always talk to the seniors when they're graduation. At graduation, I talk to them. I ask them, what kind of information, what kind of advice or tips would you give any student? Maybe it's a 9th grader, maybe it's a 10th grader, maybe it's 11th grader, whoever. The tips are always the same theme. They may not exactly articulate the same message, but the themes are always there. They're consistent. And these are in no particular order, but they always say, make sure to be there in class. You got to be there on time. And I like to think of it as work for us, as parents, as adults, we got to be there on time. Getting there again is half of the challenge. If you're there, you're halfway there. Definitely do the assignments when they are assigned to you. We're really striving to improve the relevance of our learning in our assignments and making sure that they meet our students' needs to get them prepared for whatever their interest is after school. after high school. So looking for them to be very, very relevant to your student. Get connected. We talked about just doing something beyond your classes, whether it's band, whether it's sports, join a club, meet some new friends, get involved. We're going to be starting a new esports club and program. So if you got any gamers out there, we have a brand new esports lab, 40 super duper high powered computers ready for gaming, and looking forward to grow that. And then advocate for yourself. The students always say, the seniors say, ask questions. Don't sit in the classroom and walk out of it without your question answered. Definitely ask a question. So parents, families, encourage your students to find their voice. We will encourage it as well, but it'll only help them in the long run. But these are the 4 things there that most graduates continually tell me year after year of what could lead them to success for high school. All righty, here we go. Right around the corner, Wednesday, school will begin. That's right, August 11th at 8:30 a.m. For every kiddo who does not have a 0 period. If you have a 0 period, come on into campus as early as 7 a.m. and you can go to first period, 7:30 a.m. However, there are a few different caveats because it's our first day our 9th graders have ever been on campus. It's the first day our 10th graders have ever been on campus. Juniors and seniors, you're kind of our veterans, so we're going to lean on you a little bit and helping navigate the campus. So our 9th graders will, if they have 0 period students, 9th graders, you will not go to your 0 period class. You're going to hang out in the quad with us for all of our festivities. Everybody else would head off to first 0 period in their classes. So 10th graders through 12th, we're going to help you find your class and you're going to make your way there. Schedules are available currently right now on Aries. You can check it out. We'll also have hard copies of your schedules there that morning as well. So that's what day 1 looks like. Day 2, August 12th, our 10th graders are going to report to the quad because it's their 2nd day, but we're going to spend some time with them. We're going to take them on some tours. We're going to get them connected with some students. And we have some other great activities for 10th graders as well, because it's really their first time back on campus as well. Therefore, 2nd day, everybody else would head off to their schedules. And then on the 3rd day, it's not on the slide, but we're going to celebrate our juniors and seniors with a little fun activity at lunchtime and a special treat for them as well. You'll see that breakfast starts at 7 a.m. every morning, and it'll end at about 8:25, about 5 minutes before first period begins. And lunch, you can see, is at 12:43 p.m. That's late. That's pretty late. We're used to eating lunch at about 12:02. This is nearly 40 minutes later than we're used to. So I encourage your students to drink water, bring a snack if they need when they leave home. And breakfast and lunch are free. That's right. If you fill out the lunch application, that is awesome. There are some great benefits there for you beyond free lunch and breakfast. However, if you didn't fill out the application, your student will still get free breakfast and lunch. But we want to encourage you to fill out that application because there are some other great benefits. If you have a senior, they could be applying to colleges. They could get their fees waived. They could have their AP test exam fees reduced or waived completely. And there's a bunch of other benefits as well. There's a lot of information on this slide. I'll stay here for a minute or so if there's any particular questions or anybody wants to go a little deeper here.
Students, you do not need to bring textbooks on your first day of school. We're going to be easing into our transition back to school. We're going to be doing a lot of community building and making you feel connected and get a feel. The most important thing right now as you come back to school is to realize you're part of a really big family. And so we're going to be really focusing on that. So don't bring books on the first couple days. We will be making announcements when we'll start bringing those in. All right.
I do see someone raising their hand. Lydia Ureño, do you have a question?
All right. All right. So we also have a Gear Up program on campus. It started with our kiddos that's currently for the current 10th graders. That means they have extra supports there from Gear Up staff, which is through Cal State Fullerton. And they're still with you, class of 2024. And if you're in this room and you're a 10th grader, we're excited to keep those supports in place. We'll have staff in the student center every single day, offering all kinds of academic support and tutoring and workshops. We'll be going on some field trips, and just really excited to continue with the Gear Up program on our campus. What's that? Oh, no. Okay. All right, we're not going to bring textbooks to school, but we definitely need to bring some supplies. We're going to be doing some writing, we'll be doing some drawing, we'll be doing all sorts of activities, and it's definitely getting organized as a big part of that. So please bring a backpack, bring a binder, bring some notebooks, some pens and pencils, highlighters, get ready to go. But yeah, you can leave your textbooks at home for the first several days there. Like Mr. Rubio said, we're going to ease into the curricular piece. The first thing we're going to do these first several days is just get us acclimated, get us comfortable, get us connected. And we're just super excited to have you on campus as we look forward to learn more about you and your family and your students' needs and the assets that they bring to the table. We can build upon that and really just continue to grow while we're here at Savanna together. And definitely bring that positive attitude. We're excited to have you. What to leave at home? I already touched base on this when I was talking earlier. Leave all those expensive iPads and laptops and whatnot at home. Again, just leave those home. If you have medications and you need your student needs them on the regular basis, please turn them into the health office. There was a form that your student or your family picked up during registration. If you don't have it, it's on our website. If not, you can just come on into the office and we can take care of that for you as well. And then we would encourage you to just to do a little backpack checks those first week or so, week and a half, 2 weeks. Just check on your kiddo, make sure they're bringing things to school that are appropriate or not. You know, they've been home for a while. They've been learning from home, and sometimes those things just sneak into different places, and they think, "Oh, this is cool. I was going to show something," but just make sure that it's all school appropriate. So we're looking forward to that as well. A great opportunity to talk about choices. All right, Miss Trujillo talked about our social media. There they are. Love to see you there. We post and post and post and post all the greatness that is going on to get the word out and to show our community the amazing work and the amazing students we have on our campus. That's our presentation, folks. We'll stay here for question and answers. We're super excited that 112 families decided to join us on this Monday night. We're going to record this and we're going to post it as well for families that didn't make it. But we're here for you. So thank you so much for being here.